is now one of the most popular genres of movie, and lots of new anime movies are released every year all over the world. Welcoming the 2020 SS, it is about time we concluded the best anime movie of all time, though it should be being updated as time goes by. It is common that an anime is broadcasted. On TV these days, however, you can watch anime only on big screens at the theater at first. An anime movie in Japan originated with the early 1900s. In terms of the representative history of Japanese anime movies, the globally renowned Studio Ghibli was established in 1985. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, an early Ghibli work, was released in 1984, and Castle in the Sky was released in 1986. In the United States, the first color, full-length animation movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, was released by the American film studio Walt Disney Productions, Walt Disney Animation Studios, in 1937. There are numerous fans of Walt Disney Studios and its subsidiary Pixar Animation Studios around the globe today. Here, the best anime movie list focuses on Japanese anime movies, excluding the anime series airing on TV. Check the best anime series here. Regarding film adaptations from TV anime series, I have excluded them from this top 30 anime movie ranking. However, some of these have recorded phenomenal hits, so I'm covering these derivative works from TV anime series towards the end of the article. Check the 30 best anime movies of all time covering the world-famous Studio Ghibli and Makoto Shinkai. Anime and the latest films popular especially among Japanese. Unlike the TV anime series with many episodes, an anime film is completed with a single story which takes only 2-3 hours at most to watch. After introducing the top 30 lineup of anime movies, the article also touches on the latest situation in 2024 at the bottom. Let's also be aware of the hot works that are trending in real time. Let's enjoy the countdown for the top anime movie of all time. Netflix, one of the world's biggest video streaming platforms, distributes more animated series and films exclusively on itself these days. Bubble, Baburu, is a latest fantasy drama released in April 2022 on Netflix, which showed at the theater in the following month. Produced by Wit Studio, it is directed by Tetsuro Araki, who is famous for other outstanding anime series, Death Note and Attack on Titan. Bubble is set in a fictional Tokyo, which has had an abnormality of gravity since bubbles fell in the city. It tells the story of a talented parkour player, Hibiki, and a mysterious girl named UTA. Genre: fantasy, drama, romance. Director: Tetsuro Araki, Hwangmu Zilang.
Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle, Harunodon Kuchung, one of the top-grossing anime movies in Japan, was released in 2004. It is based on the British novel Howl's Moving Castle, written by Diana Wynne Jones, which is adapted into an anime film by Studio Ghibli. Howl's Moving Castle follows Sophie, a young woman cursed by a witch to become an old lady. Fleeing her life, she finds refuge in Howl's enchanted moving castle. As war rages in the background, Sophie forms bonds with Howl, a powerful but emotionally wounded wizard, and other magical beings. Together, they embark on a journey to break the curse, finding love and self-acceptance amidst the chaos and transformations. Genre: Fantasy director Hayao Miyazaki, Gonki Jun. In 2015, the Anthem of the Heart, Shin Gajao Bitagat Sudarunda, was produced by A1 Pictures, helmed by the same notable team behind the famous anime series Anohana, The Flower. We saw that day. Tatsuyuki Nagai directed the film, while Mari Okada handled the script, and Masayoshi Tanaka was in charge of character design. It also received a number of nominations and awards in various film festivals and industry recognitions. With the shocking past, the experience of parental divorce, a young girl named Jun Naruse gets less able to speak, but able to sing. For the school festival, she is designated as a heroine of the musical as her class's performance. Genre? Penguin Highway, debuted in 2018, crafted by Studio Colorido, which also produced A Whisker Away in 2020 and Drifting Home in 2022. The film is an adaptation of the acclaimed sci-fi novel written by Tomihiko Morimi, an author also known for works such as The Night is Short, Walk on Girl, and The Tatami Galaxy. The story's blend of whimsical mystery and real-world challenges captivates both young and adult audiences, making it a standout in contemporary anime cinema. The story of Penguin Highway revolves around the intellectually curious fourth grader, Aoyama, who starts to investigate the sudden appearance of penguins in his suburban town, far from any ocean. These penguins are just the tip of the iceberg, as even more peculiar events begin to unfold. Guided by his scientific curiosity, Aoyama becomes particularly drawn to a mysterious woman known as Lady, who seems to be connected to these anomalies. Genre, fantasy, slice-of-life director Hiroyasu Ishida, Shitian Yukong. Her Blue Sky, Kong no King Sawoji Rurenyo, a modern animated film released in 2019, is directed by Tatsuyuki Nagai, who is the same director of The Anthem of the Heart and Anohana, The Flower. We saw that day. The animation production was handled by Cloverworks, a studio that has produced several other acclaimed anime, Waitles. The setting of Her Blue Sky is the same as his two previous movies, Chichibu City in Saitama Prefecture. Her Blue Sky follows Aoi, a high school girl who aspires to be a musician. She resides in a rural town and is still grappling with the absence of her older sister Akane, who left for Tokyo, with her boyfriend Shinosuke, a budding guitarist. However, a mysterious twist of fate brings a younger version of Shinosuke from the past into Aoi's life. This encounter intertwines past regrets and future aspirations, exploring themes of love, music, and the passage of time. Genre, drama, fantasy. Director, Tatsuyuki Nagai, Changjing Long. Huela Magi Madoka Magica. The movie, Juchang Ban Mofa Shao Nu Madoka Magica, is a trilogy of the popular magical girl anime series produced by the great animation studio Shaft. The anime movies consist of 3 parts: Beginnings and Eternal in 2012 and Rebellion in 2013. As part of the 10th anniversary project, the production of a new film titled Walpurgisnacht. Rising has already been confirmed as the official sequel. The first 2 parts, Beginnings and Eternal, retell the original TV series, focusing on a group of magical girls who confront despair as they learn the dark truths of their roles. The third part, Rebellion, is a sequel introducing a new arc where Homura faces a mysterious world and fights for Madoka's sake, culminating in unexpected twists and exploring the themes of sacrifice, friendship, and destiny. Genre: Dark Fantasy Director Akiyuki Shinbo, Shin Fang Zhao Ji. There are several high-quality anime movies released in 2022, and the first Slam Dunk is one of the outstanding works of the year. Slam Dunk has been known as a classic sports manga series, which was serialized on Weekly Shonen Jump between 1990 and 1996, and was made into the 101 episode anime series adaptation between 1993 and 1996. A quarter of a century later, the popular basketball-themed series has been transformed into a new film titled The First Slam Dunk. Surprisingly, it is directed by Takehiko Inoue himself, the manga artist of Slam Dunk. It has been acclaimed beyond expectations, with 3D CG technology and cool music. It successfully rebuilds Shohoku High's famous game against the Sano High, centering on the point guard Ryota Miyagi. Genre: Sports Director Takehiko Inoue, Jingsheng Xiongyan. Memories is a renowned anthology released in 1995 containing 3 short stories based on the manga written by Katsuhiro Otomo, who is also famous for Akira. Magnetic Rose, Binu Noxiang Ide, directed by Koji Morimoto, Stink Bomb, Zui Cho Bing Ki, by Tensai Okamura and Cannon Fodder, Dapao Noji, by Katsuhiro Otomo himself. The impressive works have critical themes of space development, chemical weapon, and war. In Magnetic Rose, several crews in the spaceship called Corona are guided to a large wrecked spaceship by a distress beacon, where the investigators are hallucinated by relics from the past related to the opera singer Ava about a century ago. Stink Bomb follows a 23-year-old research worker at a Japanese pharmaceutical firm set in Yamanashi Prefecture. He takes an experimental pills under research by mistake, which makes him emit toxic gas, and people around him pass out. Cannon Fodder is set in a town fully armed with cannons, telling the story of a family that consists of a kid who dreams to become a gunner. His father, who works as a gunner. His mother, who works at a weapon factory. Genre: Science fiction director Koji Morimoto, Senben Huangxi, Tensai Okamura, Gang Kuntianzai, Katsuhiro Otomo, Dayuke Yang. Entering the 2020s, various hit works have been born along with the development of the latest animation technology. From Studio Ghibli, the director Hayao Miyazaki released a new full-length anime movie for the first time in 10 years. It is called The Boy and the Heron Juntachi Hadouken Kiruka, and is inspired by Genzaburo Yoshino's novel How Do You Live?, known by that title in Japanese. Unusually, almost all information was hidden before its release. The genre is a young boy's adventure fantasy. The story begins in wartime Japan. A young boy named Mahito loses his mother to a fire during the Pacific War. His father then remarries his mother's sister, Natsuko, and evacuates with Mahito to her family home. A strange heron, a symbolic presence in this anime, inhabits the grounds of the mansion where Mahito's new family lives. Unable to wipe away the sorrow of losing his mother, Mahito sets out on an adventure to confront his mother's death by venturing into another world. Genre: fantasy, adventure, drama. Director: Hayao Miyazaki, Gongjun. In This Corner of the World, Kanoshijie no Pian Yu Ni, one of the most grossing anime movies all over the world in 2016, is based on the manga serialized during 2007 to 2009. Another version of the anime was released in 2019, with new scenes for another 40 mins added to the original one, titled as In This Corner and Other Corners of the World, Kanoshijie no Sarani Kutsumono Pian Yu Ni. In This Corner of the World is set in Hiroshima during WUT, centering on Suzu, a young woman who navigates the challenges of daily life amidst the horrors of war. As she marries and moves to a small town near Hiroshima, she witnesses the devastating effects of the conflict, culminating in the tragic dropping of the atomic bomb. Genre: drama. Director: Sunao Katabuchi, Pian Yuan Shuji.
まだ怒ってる。あ、しまったな。
A Silent Voice, Shung Noxing, was directed by Naoko Yamada and produced by Kyoto Animation, released in 2016. It's an adaptation of the manga series written by Yoshitoki Oima, which ran from 2013 to 2014 and spans 7 volumes. The film was praised for its animation quality, character depth, and its handling of sensitive subjects. The moving anime has sensitive social themes such as teens bullying, suicide, disabilities, parental divorce, and so on. This anime movie focuses on 2 main characters: a deaf girl, Shoko Nishimiya, and Shoya Ishida, who bullied her in elementary school. Genre: drama. Director: Naoko Yamada, Shan Tian Shangzi. As the 6th full-length original anime film directed by Mamoru Hosoda, Bell, Long Tosoba Kasunoji, was released in 2021 following his previous work, Mirai, in 2018. Being distributed all over the world, the fantasy latest anime movie earns a global reputation. Mamoru Hosoda completed Bell, partly inspired by the classic romance Beauty and the Beast. Bell is set in a countryside in Kochi Prefecture, centering on a high school girl, Suzu, who lives with her father. The story unfolds when she joins an enormous virtual world called You as an avatar named Bell and performs a self-produced song there. It depicts the fusion between the online and real world with several main unique characters. Genre: fantasy, drama. Director: Mamoru Hosoda Shitian Sho.
Not here to take sides.
Dragon Ball Z is one of the most popular Japanese anime, which has been loved by both children and adults around the world for a long time. There are also lots of anime movie titles. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, Doragon Baru's Fuhuo no F, released in 2015, is a top-rated title of the Dragon Ball films. Its story is written by Akira Toriyama, which starts with the resurrection of Frieza. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F brings back the iconic villain, Frieza, who is resurrected by his loyal underlings using the Dragon Balls. Restored to life, Frieza seeks revenge against Goku and the other Saiyans who defeated him in the past. This leads to a fierce battle on Earth, pushing Goku, Vegeta, and their allies to their limits as they strive to stop Frieza's vengeful rampage. It also shows the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan forms. Genre: action, adventure. Director: Tadayoshi Yamamuro, Shanshichi Yi. The Castle of Cagliostro, Rupen's son Shi Kario Sutorono Cheng, is the second film of the popular Lupin III franchise and marks the directorial debut of the esteemed Hayao Miyazaki in 1979. Notably, American filmmaker Steven Spielberg has praised it as one of the greatest adventure movies ever made. It's a cornerstone of Miyazaki's legendary career and a must-watch for any anime enthusiast. The master thief Arsène Lupin III and his fellow Daisuke Jigen steal vast amounts of money for a casino, but recognize that the money is counterfeit bills. Then, they head to the country named Cagliostro, which seems to be the source of the counterfeit bills, and see the heroine Clarice. Genre: adventure, fantasy, comedy. Director: Hayao Miyazaki, Gong Ki-jun.
The device is missing. To solve the mystery and save humanity.
Many advanced anime fans have applauded a psychological thriller film, Paprika, which was screened in 2006. Based on the same-titled science fiction novel written by the renowned author Yasutaka Tsutsui in 1993, Paprika was directed by Satoshi Kon, who is also known for the 2003's adventure animated film Tokyo Godfathers. It presents warfare between a dream terrorist who can make others have a nightmare and a dream detective called Paprika. The terrifying story features a newly invented psychotherapy machine known as DC Mini, the scientific key that allows people to open the door to their dreams. Genre: thriller, science fiction. Director: Satoshi Kon, Jin Min.
Really? Hey! Just go along with whatever I...
Perfect, I'll stick to one.
Summer Wars, Samawozu, is one of the Mamoru Hosoda anime movies that have the highest reputation, released in 2009. It combines some genres such as sci-fi, family drama, and romantic comedy. Internationally acclaimed, it won the Japan Academy Prize for Animation of the Year and the prestigious Annie Award. Also, it was selected for the main competition at the 2010 Locarno International Film Festival. This film emphasizes the influence of the internet on modern life. A high schooler Kenji and his senpai named Natsuki, who is a year ahead of him, visit her family home. There is the clear contrast in Summer Wars. Japanese traditional culture and customs with rural rich nature are depicted there. At the same time, the story proceeds with problems in the virtual reality world named OZ. Genre: fantasy, science fiction. Director: Mamoru Hosoda, Shi Tian-shu.
私たち兄弟の物語。
The fascinating thing about this shot is just sheer length. It's
Wolf Children, Ukamikodomo no Yu Tashu, is known as one of the masterpieces of Mamoru Hosoda and produced by Studio Chizu, which is the animation studio founded by the director. The financially successful fantasy movie was released worldwide in 2012, grossing over 4.2 billion yen domestically. It earned several prestigious awards, including the Japan Academy Prize for Animation of the Year. The main character, Hana, meets a man in the university in Tokyo who can transform into a wolf. Then they have two kids, Yuki and Aim, who can also change their forms into wolf and get back into human. As they grow up, their inner conflicts are increasing. They should live as a human or a wolf. Genre: fantasy. Drama. Director: Mamoru Hosoda, Shi Tian-shu. Suzume no Hu Dimari is the 8th theatrical anime film directed by Makoto Shinkai in 2022 after the previous title, Weathering with You, in 2019. It has been highly rated by fans and experts around the world since the release. It was nominated for the competition section of the 73rd Berlin International Film Festival. This is the first time in 21 years for a Japanese animation to be nominated since Spirited Away. The road movie, categorized as fantasy, has the theme of great earthquakes, and tsunami Japan has gone through such as the Great East Japan earthquake in 2011. The story begins when a high schooler Suzume Iwado opens a weird door remaining a devastated building. She starts on a journey around Japan to close that kind of doors to prevent disasters. Genre: fantasy, adventure. Director: Makoto Shinhai Chung. Ghost in the Shell is a classic cyberpunk anime franchise based on the manga written by Masamune Shirow. The popular anime series started with the first anime film Ghost in the Shell, Gonkeiji Dongdui, in 1995, and the second movie Ghost in the Shell 2, Innocentsu, showed in 2004. Both of them were directed by one of the most famous Japanese anime directors, Mamoru Oshii. In the dystopian future of Ghost in the Shell, cybernetic technology has become commonplace, allowing people to replace their body parts and even brains with artificial components. Major Motoko Kusanagi, a full-body cyborg and the team leader of Public Security Section 9, delves into the darkest corners of her city to uncover a complex web of technology and corruption. When they encounter a mysterious hacker known as the Puppet Master, the team embarks on a high-stakes journey that questions the very nature of their identities, blurring the lines between humanity and artificial intelligence. This anime movie is celebrated for its thoughtful exploration of the intersection between humanity and technology. Genre: science fiction, cyberpunk. Director: Mamoru Oshii, Yajing Shu.
名となっている。数名の剣士を送り込んだが、全員消息を絶った。
Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba the Movie, Mugen Train, Gui Mi Noren Wu Xian Liache Bian, is the first anime movie adaptation of the Demon Slayer series, released in October 2020. The original manga of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, was just completed on Weekly Shonen Jump in May 2020. The latest anime movie title is the sequel of the 26-episode first season. It centers on the main characters Tanjiro, his sister Nezuko, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Kyojuro Rengoku, who is the Flame Hashira of the Demon Slayer Corps. They fight against the strong demons, including the 12 Kizuki, to save passengers in the train. Genre: drama, action, adventure, dark fantasy. Director: Haruo Sotozaki, Waiki Chun Xiong. One of the most famous anime series worldwide is Neon Genesis Evangelion, and its remake anime has been made into a movie since 2007, which is named Rebuild of Evangelion, Wevuan Gariwon Shin Ju Chang Ban. The new anime movie series consists of 4 parts: Evangelion 1.0, You Are Not Alone, Wevuan Gariwon Shin Ju Chang Ban Bachu. In 2007, Evangelion 2.0, You Can Not Advance, Wevuan Gariwon Shin Ju Chang Ban Po. In 2009, Evangelion 3.0, You Can Not Redo, Wewangeriwon Shin Juchangban Q in 2012 and Evangelion 3 0 plus 1 0 Shinivuangerianju Changban Ma in 2021. Human dramas and battle scenes between the bio-machine mecha Evangelion are highlights of this anime. The story follows a 14-year-old boy, Shinji Ikari, called upon to pilot an Evangelion, a giant bio-machine, against monstrous beings known as angels. As the story unfolds, Shinji, along with fellow pilots Rei Ayanami and Asuka Langley, question their roles, the morality of their actions, and the nature of their existence, all while the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Genre: mecha, action, fantasy, drama director Hideaki Anno and Ye Xiuming. When you talk about Hayao Miyazaki, you should not miss Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, Feng Nogu no Nausicaa, which is his second full-length anime movie. Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind was originally published as manga from 1982, and it was made into an anime movie in 1984, with the stories of 2 volumes of the manga. The anime is known as the early film by Studio Ghibli. Precisely, it was produced by its predecessor animation studio Topcraft. After the disastrous war, industrial civilization is destroyed, which lead to the formation of the enormous toxic jungle where large mutant insects live. The protagonist Nausicaa, the princess of the Valley of the Wind, seeks a way for both people and nature to coexist harmoniously. Genre: fantasy, drama director Hayao Miyazaki, Gong Ki-jun. Weathering with You, Tianqi Nozi, is the latest anime movie directed by Makoto Shinkai and one of the most viewed films in 2019. It is distributed to theaters in about 140 countries and regions by 2020. 2 young characters are featured in the anime movie. A high school boy, Hodaka, gets away from home in a remote island to Tokyo. A young girl, Hina, survives without parents in the busy city. They meet each other and come to help many people who hope good weather for their important days, such as wedding and festivals, using her supernatural ability to change the weather. Weathering with You includes a lot of themes you need to consider, such as unusual meteorological phenomena, child rearing, poverty, and so on. Genre: fantasy, slice of life. Director: Makoto Shinkai, Shin Hai Chung. For fans of the new leader of the anime industry, Makoto Shinkai, 5 centimeters per second, Meow Su 5 centimetro, is a must-watch anime film. It is looked on as the best anime in his early career, released in 2007. The anime work is divided into 3 short parts: Cherry Blossom, Cosmonaut, and 5 centimeters per second. The main character Takaki's first love with the heroine Akari in elementary school is depicted at first, and his life after that is focused on. In the final part, the 2 grow up, and the story marks the climax of the moving anime. There is neither supernatural power nor action battle scenes, but just the beautiful reality. Genre: romance, drama. Director: Makoto Shinkai, Shin Hai Chung. My Neighbor Totoro, Tonarino Totoro, is one of the most popular Studio Ghibli movies among families around the globe. The fantasy anime, directed by Hayao Miyazaki, was released at the theater in 1988 as a part of the double feature with Grave of the Fireflies, Bochui Renomu, directed by another Studio Ghibli's leader, Isao Takahata. The setting of My Neighbor Totoro is Tokorozawa in Saitama Prefecture in 1950s. A family moves to a rural village consisting of an elementary schooler, Satsuki, her young sister, Mei, and their father, Tatsuo. Her mother stays in the hospital located near the village. One day, the kids meet mystic creatures named Totoro. If you have not watched any Studio Ghibli films, it's recommended to start with this. Genre: fantasy director Hayao Miyazaki, Gong Ki-jun.
Shot him. He's dying.
Princess Mononoke, Mononokeji, released in 1997, was the #1 movie at the domestic box office at that time. It is also regarded worldwide as one of top Japanese films. It is said that its director, Hayao Miyazaki, spent about 2 decades building the plot and making it into this anime movie. The fantasy film focuses on the Muromachi period, 1336 to 1573, with the 2 main characters, a tribe's prince Ashitaka and a young woman San raised by wolves in the forest. The conflict between humans and nature is featured there, and Ashitaka seeks a way for both to coexist. Genre: fantasy director Hayao Miyazaki, Gong Ki-jun. The worldly renowned Akira was originally made as a manga written by Katsuhiro Otomo, and its anime movie adaptation was released in 1988. The manga series had not completed yet at that time, so the anime movie was based on the 3 volumes that had been published by 1988, with the climax story exactly different from that of the manga. The setting is Neo-Tokyo in 2019, where Tokyo is destroyed due to the outbreak of Wabutri. There are 2 main characters in Akira: a leader of the Bosozoku group, Japanese biker gang, named Shotaro Kaneda, and his childhood friend, Tetsuo Shima. The story unfolds first when Tetsuo gains a supernatural power after a motorcycle accident. This anime film became a hot topic again in 2019 since it had predicted Tokyo's hosting the 2020 Olympics. Genre: cyberpunk, science fiction director Katsuhiro Otomo da Young.
Shit, I do feel like I've been having weird dreams lately. I could dream about
Your Name, Jun No Ming Ha. The greatest anime directed by Makoto Shinkai in 2016 has won recognition domestically and internationally. The popular anime movie was aired on the big screen in over 120 countries and regions between 2016 and 2018, and it made the most at the foreign box office in Japanese anime, iMovies. The story proceeds with 2 main characters, Taki Tachibana, living in the metropolitan Tokyo, and Mitsuha Miyamizu, living in the countryside. One day, they notice that their bodies are switched with each other, and that is intermittently repeated. Taki and Mitsuha are getting more and more about each other while being puzzled under the strange condition. Your Name is mainly based on the 2 real-life places, Tokyo and Takayama in central Japan. Makoto Shinkai beautifully represents the real world, which encourages the fans to travel the spots pictured in the movie. Genre: fantasy director Makoto. Shinkai, Shinhai Chang. In 2006, one of the Japanese animation leaders, Mamoru Hosoda, released his masterpiece titled The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Shi Wokakeru Shaonu. The fantasy anime film was based on the novel written by the best-selling sci-fi Japanese author Yasutaka Tsutsui in 1967, but it tells the different story from the novel's one. The setting of the anime is 20 years after the world in the novel. There are three main characters who are high schoolers in The Girl Who Leapt Through Time: Makoto, Kosuke, and Chiaki. They live in the ordinary high school life, where there are general adolescent interests such as love, study, and career choice in this anime. However, Makoto notices she becomes able to transport herself to the past. Time travel is a popular plot of anime these days, but it was new and unique when the anime was released, which is partly because it is top-rated by anime fans. Genre: fantasy romance director Mamoru Hosoda, Shitian Show.
Where are you going? Hey! You said just a quick look!
What is best of the best anime movie of all time? Spirited Away, Kyanto Kyanshun no Shenyinshi. The masterpiece of Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli, released in 2001, deserves it. It has gained the highest recognition all over the world, including Best Animated Feature in the 75th Academy Awards, and has been the highest grossing movie ever made in Japan, while about 2 decades passed since it was released. A 10-year-old girl, Chihiro, wanders into a weird and strange world with her parents, and her parents are transformed into pigs due to the witchy curse. She decides to work hard in the bathhouse under the rule of the witch named Yubaba to help them, losing her real name and changed to Sen. There are various unique characters such as a key person, Haku, twin witches, Yubaba and Zenaba, and a mystic creature, Kawanashi, No-Face, in addition to Chihiro, Sen. What is attractive in Spirited Away is that you can watch it from a variety of perspectives depending on how you view it. Genre: fantasy drama. Director: Hayao Miyazaki, Gong Ki-jun.